up in the spot. Dudes mugging, hating bad, could it be my style? Or just my pretty boy swag? Can tell by my gear, I do nothing but pop tags. You need a receipt, cause your girl just got back.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden, I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill.
And this is Ned's Bill Collector G.
And I don't owe no debt to G. It's the TBE. Let's go, baby.
I don't know. You them push-ups you did, you still owe a lot.
A lot? When you say a lot, is it?
Watch, you had us wait for those push-ups. You owe us interest, man. You owe us.
Those push-ups were so bad. We don't even want to air them out to the public at large. We give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Hold on. It's arbitration because we need to go to litigation because what I did, I put my heart and soul. I didn't put my heart and soul in them. I put my heart and soul in them push-ups for you guys to say.
Bro, Ned's like
all I
butt
gave
was
was
up
one.
in the air. He was going like halfway. Come on, Ned.
My arms are sore from that, like literally.
Ned, stop it.
Come on, y'all gotta work with me. I need
work with me.
I need accommodations here at this point.
If you want to see Ned's push-ups, go to Boxing Bros on IG and take a look at Ned's halfway push-ups. So yeah, what we talking about first?
Right, so our first topic is our reaction to the Herring versus Stevenson fight.
Yeah, so. But first thing we're going to discuss is our reaction to Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson basically stopped him in the 10th. TBE, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I caught it. Yeah. Me?
You noticed the choice of words.
Yeah, I caught the fight. I saw it. I saw the fight.
So, like, can you describe what you mean by you caught it? Did you watch it live or did you watch the highlights?
I didn't see the walk-in. But I saw the battle, and the battle was really not battle. Shakur wasn't really battle tested in this fight. So I know Herring was he was real humble walking this fight. And he left humbled after this fight. And I'm just saying if you're gonna at the end of the fight, Shakur said
he left the same way he came in. That's what
yeah.
Yeah, true. He walked in humble and he left humble.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the fight, Shakur said, "Oh yeah, we're good friends." Blah blah blah. Whatever he said after that in this fight, he didn't mean to disrespect his wife. Whatever. Shakur, you come in with this animalistic mentality. But that's you're fighting your friend. Like you gotta fight villains. You gotta really be like you gotta really get into that moment where you this opponent is trying to take my head off, and I gotta use it. It's gonna downplay. Your defensive IQ may suffer from these type of fights. Like when you're fighting people you don't really want to hurt. And after this fight, it was boring for me, honestly, because Shakur, Jamal Herring, I'm just gonna say Herring had his hands up the whole time, boom, 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 and then it stopped. But for me, it wasn't anything impressive. It was really boring. I feel Shakur may suffer from fighting opponents like these until he faces a real person who's a real fighter who has these who matches his skill set and more. And that's all I have to really say. Like Shakur, congrats on the win, Jarrell. Herring. Thank you, but thank you for the poor performance. Yeah.
Yo, all right. Now we'll turn it over to someone who actually watched the fight, Trill Dollar Bill. What was your reaction to that fight?
Disappointment. We all knew that Shakur Stevenson was going to win. Well, all of us picked him to win. but at least we wanted Jamel to rough him up and to get some respect. And to me, I don't think he did. He had a good fifth round, well, good moment in the fifth round, good 45 seconds, where I thought that he was going to do something. And that was the game plan right there. Shakur got hit with something he really didn't like. You was supposed to go in there. You was supposed to dog him out. You was supposed to make this a rough and tough fight. You know what I'm saying? You was supposed to go in there and beat up on the kid. And you didn't do that. I was just disappointed in that. I wanted you to teach the kid a lesson, humble him a little bit. I knew that he would win, but I wanted him to, go through the fire a little bit. And you didn't do that. You had this kind of mentality that is, I don't hit you hard, you won't hit me hard. You didn't even seem like you was trying to hurt him at some point in the time. It was like, I don't know. We know that you're a warrior. We know you're a dog. But you didn't show that against Stevenson. Maybe it has something to do with your friendship, but still, you was still supposed to get some respect from that young man, and you didn't do it. And I smiled when Ned said that, but I kind of agree with him. Because when I was watching that fight and I'm looking at this certain competition that Shakur Stevenson has been going against, and then I was just watching these old Oscar Valdez fights. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson in there with more better competition, with people who are willing to give him a fight and engage. And bring the fight to him before he jumps to that next level. Or to that next fight. I would like to see him fight a couple of other people before he get in there with an Oscar Valdez. But Shakur Stevenson did what he was supposed to do. I'm not mad at him. Great fight on his side. He went in there, he beat him up. He didn't have no feelings whatsoever. If he was saying that they were friends, he didn't prove it. And that it was different. His relationship is different, and how he feels about the sport and what he's trying to accomplish is different. He went out there and he tried to knock Jamel Herring's head off. He wasn't able to do it. But he busted him up, cut him, made his eyes swole. Look, he brought the fight. He was the one that was supposed to be getting back down. He's supposed to be the boxer. He was the aggressor. I was impressed by him. I was disappointed in Jamel. That's my take on the fight.
Conspiracy G.
All right. I was laughing at Ned, but low-key, I agree with Ned, too. I'm going to keep it 100. I thought the card itself was great. All the undercard fights, I was highly entertained. Salute to Holyfield's son. Salute to Ali's grandson. The GOAT of grandsons. You know what I mean?
Gee, stop it! Don't try to get that going, G. Stop it.
Listen, that fight was still more entertaining.
I hope we can talk about that, because shout out to his day.
My brother G, please don't do this.
You gotta give that man some credit. He's keeping his granddad's legacy alive, fella.
Stop it, G. Stop it, G. G, oh my God, G, my brother G.
Oh, all right, All right, let's get back to it.
Oh snap! Oh, we gotta get this new channel popping, bro.
I know,
yo.
Oh my God!
All right, but back to
he's the Jake Paul of
listen.
Boxing.
He's doing is playing the hand that he was dealt. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Milk it.
Yeah, the hand that he was dealt that started when Muhammad Ali squeezed his hand to say, "I want you to keep boxing."
The hand he dealt.
You want me to box? Squeeze my hand. He's probably like, I'm squeezing your head because I don't want you doing this shit. You know what I mean? So,
he didn't squeeze his head at all, bro. All his stories are just so fabricated and gas. Like they showed a trailer at the end of his fight. They showed Muhammad Ali fighting Sonny Liston. They showed Muhammad Ali and what he did and everything. And then they cut to that Walsh kid. Like, and then here he is. I'm like, no, don't try to do that. Don't
when the
try
funds
to act
is
like
low.
that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Bob,
When the funds is low,
Bob,
peoples will show.
Bob, I get it, man. Hey, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bob's like, hey, when the funds is low, your true intentions will show. You know,
But you can tell that he's trying to tell this kid because when he dropped the dude who they found because he lost the crate challenge somewhere, yeah, he tried to do, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, stop it.
Hey, all that could be fixed. All that.
Shout out to his daddy. He say, enough with all this clout chasing. I'm the one that paid all the bills. Stop. Every time he tried to put the kid, he made sure he went and got his camera shine. You know
remember when he did the alhamdulillah? His father was like, what?
The kid is a Walsh. The kid is a Walsh. Let's stop it.
You see that, right? He said,
he said, who?
Al Heyman?
Yeah, they don't understand how terrible it is. When they wrote it, like I saw online, I saw Boxing Wave. He was like, that was real cringe-worthy. And like there was some other people that were like, what is this? Yeah. It's just like, yo, it's not coming off the way y'all think it is, bro.
It's definitely not authentic, man. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's goofy, but you know,
but G's trying to brand them. What you trying to brand them, G?
Hey man, the grandson of goats, you know, or the goat of grandsons. That's what it is. Yeah, he's the
goat of grandsons. The goat of grandsons. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. Shakur is so talented, right? But Herring didn't come to win. Right. And first, salute to both gentlemen because they both generated over $1 million for this fight. I thought that was spectacular at the 130 weight class, so that was cool. But man, he didn't come to bang, yo. It's like I'm like, you're the champion, man. Like, make this kid earn it. To me, it was just too one-sided. You know, Shakur, he did good. He did a lot better than his previous performance. But again, Herring didn't come to bang. So to me, it was like low-key boring, right? And although I probably would have did the same thing the ref did, it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? He ended the fight too early. I'm being 100. I was like, yo, I'm getting bored. Yo, when is this fight over? So the ref was probably like, yo, man, this is past my bedtime, man. We done. Like, it's a wrap. But nonetheless, I'm like, yo, Herring could still go. You know what I mean? Like, he just took one shot. The ref was like, all right, I'm good. Yo, we out of here. And I was just like, at least give the champion a champion loss. Like, don't just call it that quick. I didn't feel that was right. But nonetheless, man, I wasn't really impressed by the headline. But all the undercards were pretty entertaining for me. So it wasn't like a wash for the night. You know what I mean? It's just I agree with I believe both actually Ned and Trill was saying this. Like he just needs competition that will actually bring him to the next level. You know, and I hope he comes to 135 soon because I think 135 is where the bangers is at. And so I would love to see him go up against those top names. He's probably not ready as of right now, but he has the talent. You know what I mean? So I just can't wait to see him move up.
Yeah, before
I was just saying when G said that, I was like, the refs Uber was like arriving in 8 minutes.
Nah, it was a bad night. It was a bad night of stoppages for me, G, because even the stoppage with Walsh, the Walsh kid, like the fighter is looking at his corner saying, don't throw in the towel, don't throw in the towel, and this corner comes, and I'm like, how much did y'all pay this dude to wave it off? Because they were worried, because that dude was hitting Walsh with some right hands. Like he was catching Walsh with some good right hands, and they were worried that he might clip Walsh and end the whole fairy tale story. So they paid his corner. His corner went in there waving a towel. But get into Shakur Stevenson, right? He did everything I thought he would do. So I thought he would outbox Jamal Herring. I thought he would do that. But what shocked me was Jamal. Like, you just went in there to be a punching bag, basically. Do you not listen to what everyone was saying? I mean, Jamel, he was saying all the right things in the fighter build up. Like, I gotta hit him everywhere. I gotta rough him up. I can't let him be comfortable. And then when the bell sounds, he just stands there and let him be comfortable. I just don't understand it. And even from the perspective of, you know, being someone's big brother, being a mentor-like figure, he did Shakur no favors in that fight. As easy as he went down, that doesn't prepare Shakur for a champion. Shakur didn't learn anything about fighting a champion from his fight with Jamel Herring. And for example, if you look at it, Shakur and TC became friends, as the story tells it, because Shakur was popping off saying he was going to beat up TC. And TC said, well, come through to the gym then. And Shakur came through to the gym, and TC had to put that work on him. That's what big brothers are supposed to do. You're supposed to prepare the little guy. Now, maybe at some point, Shakur will be able to get the better of TC, but TC's just not going to make it easy for him. Well, damn, Herring, what the hell? Like, you didn't even hit him below the belt or something. So I know, and my big brothers here and my uncles and all the OGs, they wouldn't just let me have it easy, bro. I wasn't just getting to the cup. I was getting through elbows, getting pushed on the ground, grabbing the shirt, like everything. You just don't let. If this is your younger brother or younger brother like figure, you don't just let them have it. To this day, I couldn't take the court against any of my uncles, and they're all older now, and I'm a better player, but they're still going to try their old school tricks. You just not get it. And Jamel just looked like he was reserved to letting Shakur do anything he wanted to do in that ring. And there were just times where I'm just watching, and Shakur is just beating this dude to the punch, just beating him. And I'm like, man, he didn't try anything. He didn't try anything. He didn't try like clinching him. He didn't try like landing a good punch, clinching, giving him little forearms. He didn't try nothing. He didn't try putting his weight on him. And I know some people say, oh, it's easier said than done. Yeah, to land a good punch is easier said than done. But there are certain things you can do to muck up a fight that everyone can do it. Like, if you're in the ring, you can do it. And Herring just seemed like resigned to letting Shakur tee off on him. And it was like Trill said, there was that moment in the fifth where I'm like, okay, he's like bumping. I'm going for it. I'm going for mine. I'm gonna rough him up. And it just didn't. It just looked like he got outclassed. And even if there's love there, Shakur said enough things that even if he was one of my little homies and I was gonna fight him, like, I'm gonna make it sure. Exactly. I'm making sure I'm leaving with something, like G was saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving with something. Little homie just ain't good,
disrespect.
Exactly. The ref should. Jamel here, I agree totally what you were saying, bro. I wanted just to add, the ref should have had to warn me of disqualification. That's what should have had to happen. Like, you do this again. You know what I'm saying? That's what should have happened. And Jamel Herring didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? The ref was supposed to tell him, hey, stop it.
Pick them punches up. Stop using your forearms.
Yep.
Hey, you want me to disqualify you? Exactly. He should have rocked him up. I'm just saying, man, if one of my little homies disrespected me like that, I'm leaving with something. Like, some of my little homies, like, I used to play ball with them, they end up being like 6'7". They end up being nice, but they still know. To this day, if I step on a court, they know it's competition. Because they know, one, I got the IQ, but two, I'm going to use my physicality on you. They're soft and they'll call foul every time, but guess what? You're not coming in here dunking on me. It's not going to happen. So if you think you're going to come take off with the ball cocked back right here, well, guess what, kiddo? And that's what I was expecting from Jamel. Like, you know, like I was expecting him to be like, look, you may get your stuff off, you may win this fight, but you're gonna know you were in a fight.
Right.
And it was like Shakur just went partying after that fight. Like Shakur didn't even need to get a massage after that fight. My God. So I was more disappointed in Jamel because I expected more from him. I thought he was going to give Shakur his real first test, but he ended up going out like the rest. South and net. So that's my take on that fight.
Let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are just getting started and we are the Boxing Bros.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this dude Shakur was like, Jamel's a cornball and he's a
big. Like look at the way, like he went personal. Like that was like you. It was something there. Like you
not friends.
Like we're not friends. Like look at this cornball. Look at the way he's standing. The way he talk. Like you know what I'm saying. Like dog. Like come on, man. You was supposed to headbutt him or something. You know what I'm saying? In the mouthpiece or something.
Yeah, you couldn't let him just leave with that clean victory like that. He really, because although like at the end he's like we're friends, I know what he's saying. He's like he's a friend, but he's a lame. Like he would never talk to TC like that, bro.
Yeah,
he would never talk to TC like the way he's talking to you, bro.
Because you know TC already done made him cry.
That's what I'm saying. That's
TC a big ass bully. That's what TC is.
He is, but he also understands. Like
Lil, now I put you in your
yeah.
Anytime Shakur starts getting out of hand, then you walk up to nigga, we sparring. Anytime.
See, already
know. I just asked if anybody had an extra water. Oh.
TC showed up taking a picture with Shakur. Like it was talking like this. He was like, Shakur, "You gripping me too tight, brother. Gripping me too tight, brother."
Nah, he whispered to him. He said, "You know I ain't Jamel, right? Enjoy your little victory, but you know I ain't Jamel.
Enjoy your little victory." Bomac was like, "You know what's up. You know what's up."
Oh man.
When things seem bleak, walk with me. To navigate these streets, walk with me.